Hey, good evening, my friends. How are you? Welcome to another edition of Wednesday Night Live right here on Mike Avery Outdoors. My name is Mike Avery, and glad to have you along with us this week as we once again continue our weekly celebration of the outdoor lifestyle here tonight on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter as well. My name is Mike Avery. I'm a broadcaster based out of Michigan, been doing this for 40 years now in broadcasting in general. But the last 30 years or so plus have been concentrating on the outdoors. Matt's with us tonight. Matt, how are you this evening? Nice to have you along with us. How are things in Ohio? Richard is with us as well. Good evening, my friend. Jim, always nice to see you. John Callison, enjoying his break from CMU and the CMU bass fishing team. Bruce is with us. We usually get a pretty good crowd, although this time of year, I will admit, hi, Mike from Saginaw Bay, where the fishing has been good. That's what I'm hearing. I will be out there tomorrow, and it sounds like we're not going to have to run night crawlers. Thank God. Hello, Ken. Kevin, Coyote Killing King, how are you? I love your pictures. I just shared one, by the way, Kevin. You take some very nice pictures. Hello, Barry. Nice to have you along with us as well on another edition of Wednesday Night Live. A couple of things we're going to talk about tonight. The wrap up of the turkey season, Saginaw Bay walleye fishing, some promo codes. Next week's Wednesday Night Live, a rundown of this week's Outdoor Magazine radio show. Midgey's on Lake Erie this last weekend. What are you saying? Been around the A buoy. Gotcha, A buoy. Are you fishing tomorrow still, Mike? Because I will be out there tomorrow. Hey, Craig, sounds like things are starting to heat up on Saginaw Bay. Bill's checking in from Spider Lake. I knew what you meant, Mike. Good fishing on Lake Michigan. Always glad to hear that as well. Hi, Amy. How are you? Nice to have you along with us this evening. You will be, Mike. All right. Well, listen, I've got your number. You've got my number. Let's stay in touch. I'll be fishing tomorrow with my buddy Tony Sovey. Yeah, I will keep an eye out for you, Mike. I'll look for that brand new shiny Mercury. That's how I'll know you. Jason, good evening, my friend. Nice to have you along. Jason, don't forget about the meeting next Monday night. Nick Grillo of Michigan Brand Meats will be joining us shortly. He's actually standing by. They have a new store locator feature that we're going to talk about that, and we're going to give away some Michigan Brand Meats. Craig's fishing tomorrow evening. We're fishing in the morning. Hey, Martin, how are you? Martin, I'm doing some pre-fishing for our outing coming up here in a couple of weeks. Also want to talk about the Breeze Blind. I am very impressed with that. You're watching some Freeland. Jeff is watching some Freeland while filleting walleye caught by the green and white buoy. Green and white. Is that 1 and 2? I think that's 1 and 2, isn't it, Jeff? Green and white. Which one is green and white? Is that 1 and 2? I really don't know. Good evening, Matt. Nice to have you along with us as we talk about the great outdoors here in the great state of Michigan and beyond. It is out at 1 and 2. I won't be going out that far, Brian. Jeff, I won't be going out that far. I'll be staying way short of that. However, good evening, Cameron. Nice to have you along with us. I probably will not be fishing my beloved Skinny Water. That has been dead. We might make a pass through there just to say we did it and not using any crawlers. Amen to that. Might make a pass through that Skinny Water, but I'm not going to waste a lot of time there because it has been so dead. But it's heating up out in the deeper water. Not going to have to run crawlers. Looks like we can run my favorite number 7 flicker shad. Some guys are running spoons, but I look forward to being out there. Okay. Let me think of how I want to do things tonight because I don't want to take up too much of Nick Grillo's time. Let's bring Nick in here right now. Nick looks like he's standing by. Good evening, Nick. How are you? Can you hear me, Nick?
Hey, yep. I had myself on mute. Sorry.
There we go. Hey, Nick, how are you, my friend?
Good. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing real good because I'm fishing tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, we are too. We're going out on the big lake for some salmon.
With Paul?
Actually, we're going to go up north this time to Traverse City. We're going to go out of there.
And we're going to be fishing right in the bay. You trolling or jigging?
We're trolling. We're going to go out onto the big lake, but we did the lake trout jigging with him last year. He's another charter captain up there.
Yeah.
And it's Captain Bob from Central Coast Angling. So we're going to try him out for some salmon tomorrow. He catches some big salmon early in the spring, just like Paul does. So we're going to go up there and try.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And the winds are supposed to be light, so it should be a great day to be on the big water.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So listen, I wanted to bring you on to talk about something you guys have launched recently here on the website. The website is michiganbrand.net, because you and I both get a lot of questions about where we can find your products. So what do you have going on, Nick?
Yeah, exactly. So it's something we wanted to do for a while, and we finally pulled the trigger on it. And we built a store locator that is for all of our locations. You can easily just punch in your zip code, and we even have it broken down by the product. So if you're looking for specifically our shelf-stable jerky or our refrigerated jerky, you can filter it out to look for stores that only carry that. So yep, I see you got it on the screen right now.
Yeah,
So that's
bring it
perfect.
up right
Yep.
now.
So you can set the radius, and you can pick any location, and right there is the filter tags, as I mentioned. So like if you wanted to look up our hams to see where the hams are located, or our refrigerated jerky, like I said, all you have to do is click on that, and it will actually filter it out for you.
That is very, very sweet. So you go to michiganbrand.net, you click on the store locator button, and it brings you to this screen. You put in your location or where you want to check.
Exactly.
You click on
Yep.
what products you're looking for, and then it shows you a map and the different stores that have it and what they have in their phone number and directions.
Yep, it's pretty neat. It's really awesome, and we're really blessed, and we've been kicking butt lately as far as new accounts. So we just keep racking them up, and we're getting farther and farther out throughout the state. And we said, yeah, it's time. We have a lot of people that are asking, especially during ham season, but throughout the whole year. So we finally pulled the trigger.
All right, Levi says we need a store in Traverse City. So let's do this. Let's put this to I'll share screen again. I'll bring that tab up again. Share screen, Chrome tab. There's a store locator. We will check and see. We will do this. We will go to Traverse City.
Yep.
Traverse City, Michigan. And we'll give it a 30-mile radius. We'll click on those things. Look at this. There's one right there in Sutton's Bay. Now, that's a little ways from Traverse, but I'm sure you're working on getting them closer.
There should be. I wonder why it's not popping up. There's 4 or 5 more that are in Traverse City.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a brand new feature, so there might be a couple. Well, maybe it's because I don't have.
Oh yeah, try exactly. Click on all of them, maybe, because that might be it.
Huh. Well, that didn't do us any good.
No, that's weird.
All right. Well, I just tried it. People saw me use this earlier for the. Let's stop that screen. In this particular case, maybe we found a little bit of a bug, but it is working very well. I checked it out earlier. This is something you can check on, Nick, I'm sure. But it's showing your UP stores, which you have more stores in the UP now, right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah, we mentioned it on your radio show a couple weeks ago there, that we are lucky enough to now be in Rapid River Knife Works, which is an awesome store. And then we have those couple up in Munising, the Hillside Party Stores. We have the east one and the main one, and they're kicking butt. And as you know, Mike, the UP is it's making quite a comeback these last couple of years. And I think people are starting to explore the UP again. And so it's God's country for a reason. It's just perfect and beautiful up there. So
excellent. And listen, as long as we've got you, Nick, what do you think? You want to give something away tonight?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. How about we do a Mike Avery favorite box where we throw in, how about like 4 or 5 packs of your favorite goodies?
Oh, I like that. I like that idea. For some reason, there I go. There we go. Let me just take let's see. I don't get to middling often. Is there overnight shipping on some of your products? There are, right?
Yep, exactly. So some of them, usually anywhere in the state, is only a 1-day ship. And we ship them even if most of the product is refrigerated product that we sell online, but some of it's the shelf stable. But we ship in refrigerated boxes with ice. So, but even if you're outside of Michigan, we ship all the time, and we do 2-day ships is the shortest that we'll do, even if it's to Texas or Florida or California. And it gets a little pricier, obviously, if it's a far state like that, but we
Sure.
do that. Yeah. So anywhere in the state, though, almost anywhere is only a 1-day ship.
Nick or John Callison just made an interesting observation. He says if you uncheck them all and zoom in, more stores pop up on the locator. So I was just apparently doing it wrong, Nick.
Yeah, maybe I would think clicking it would be the way, but maybe for some reason
Yeah. But that's worth a try. All right. So listen, we're going to give that away, and we'll start the contest right now. You got 2 minutes to make your contest, or you make your comments. Tim says, yes, it is the opposite of what you think. Yes, opposite than you think. Check the boxes, deletes the items. Okay.
Thanks,
Okay.
Tim. Thanks, John.
Very good. Very good. Well, now we know. It's a good thing we did this out. Okay, so folks, if you want to win some Michigan brand products right now, you got 2 minutes to make some comments. Nick is standing by, and he's going to pick tonight's winner. Scott's already in here. I'm sure we'll get some more coming in as the comments catch up with us. I love Michigan brand products. In fact, when I'm on the boat tomorrow, we will have some Michigan brand meats, including those Mike Avery Hunter sticks that I like so much. Jason says he loves the Mike Avery Hunter sticks. Mark says hi to Mike and Nick. But Mark, if you want in on the contest, man, make a comment about why you'd like to win. There we go. Terry's in on this as well. You got a minute and a half now to make your comments. Michigan brand buzzer buster. We'll see how long the buzzer. Hey, Lori, how are you this evening? Nice to have you along with us. Richard says Michigan brand is the best for our snacks. Hunter pack would be awesome. Sample everything. You got a minute. 1 minute on the contest. Why do you want to win some Michigan brand products? Nick Grillo of Michigan brand is standing by. He will pick the winner here in just a minute. I like this. All meat diet. Lost 45 pounds. Please help my cause. Nick,
there you go.
That's going to be a hard one to pass up.
Right.
All right. You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds on why you want to win some Michigan brand products. And you know I'm not looking at my watch. Mike's pick's even better. Excellent. Well, you're going to win more than Mike Avery Hunter sticks, guys. Dan says he's never had Michigan brand. We'd like to give him a try. 15 seconds.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Mike? You thinking maybe some that peppercorn that you love, and obviously some that pepper bacon, maybe a sweet one like a honey glaze or a cherry maple.
How about your new honey barbecue?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, throw some of that in there.
You like that one?
Don't jerky me around. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Contest is over. That felt like about 22 seconds. John Callison, our official timer, let me know what it was. I felt like about 20 to 22 seconds. We'll find out here shortly. Screen froze, Terry said. 25:40. Oh, that was actually a good one. I could have gone longer, too.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Nick, who do you have picked out for us tonight?
All right. Well, we haven't done this for a while since we did the hams for the holidays over Easter there. So why don't we pick two? Why don't that'd be a little fun. Why not?
Yeah, let's do it. Great.
All right. So tonight we went with Ron Shively and Adam Wynn.
Let me see if I can find their comments.
I just typed it in for the comments.
Adam. There's Adam, right? There's Adam.
There you go. Yep.
He's one of the winners. And
that
then
big bass got me.
Ron, right there.
There you go.
Excellent. Perfect. Well, congrats to Adam. Adam and Ron. Adam and Ron, if you want to send your contact info either directly to Nick or to me, those will be out here very soon, and they should have them by the weekend, I would think, Nick.
Yep. Yeah, we can do that.
Excellent.
Like I said, if they're outside of Michigan, usually what we do is we wait till Monday or Tuesdays to ship, just in case there's any issues. They don't sit on a truck for the weekend or anything.
That makes sense. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense. All right, guys. So look for them at the latest, depending on where you are, either by the weekend or early next week. But you will be getting those products. Let us know how you like them. Hey, Nick, good luck fishing tomorrow.
All right. You too, Mike. Thanks.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll talk to you soon, Nick. We'll get you out there on the on that new angler quest, and we will go catch some walleye.
Heck yeah. Can't wait.
All right, Michigan. Thank you, Nick. We'll let you go. MichiganBrand.net is the website. MichiganBrand.net. Again, go to the store locator button, and you can find where all Michigan brand products are. John says he likes Nick's walls with all the animals. Nick is quite a hunter. He's quite a hunter and a fisherman, and he's got some very nice trophies there. Very nice. He's a hardcore, avid outdoorsman. In fact, he was telling the story about taking a mountain lion out west last winter. So how cool is that? Last name paid off again. Adam Wynn. He gets it for the win. How cool is that? Okay, a couple of other things I wanted to talk about here. Let me show you a quick video, and then I'll follow up on it. So I got to do a add to stream.
All right, I'm out here one last time to wrap up the Michigan turkey season. And there's a bird gobbling right here behind me. It's the same bird that I called in here about 45 minutes ago, and he was right in my lap. Like 10 yards. But I've got my recurve, and he wouldn't give me a shot. He kept ducking behind these little pine trees here. But the thing that I'm finding interesting is this is my first time hunting in one of these new Primal Breeze blinds. These things are designed for warm weather. They're set up to give you literally a breeze, and this has been a great experience. I was ready to give up turkey hunting for the year because the blinds were so hot. But this one, I think Primal has come up with another great idea, and I think it's something you should check out.
Okay, to follow up on that, this was shot last Sunday afternoon, a day before the Michigan turkey season ended. I was going to be done with turkey hunting because the Angler Quest was here, and I was ready to go walleye fishing, and it was getting a little bit too warm, and I hadn't had any close encounters with birds. But we were over at my buddy's place, Doug Cook's place. He lets me hunt over there, but also he's got a brush pile there that I took a lilac out from the corner of the house, and my wife Denise and I went over there, and we took the brush over there to dump it on his brush pile. While we were there, I didn't hear it, but my wife Denise said, "Did you hear that?" I said, "No, what was it?" She said, "A bird just gobbled back in the woods." So when we were done, we drove the truck back to the edge of the woods, and there is a bird just hammering inside the wood line. I thought, all right, after church tomorrow, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to go hunting. I set up that breeze blind. I have never hunted out of one of those before. You know how much I love the Wraith 270 see-through blinds. This breeze blind is very, very nice. It's designed for circulation. You get a breeze through there. So what happened was, as I was setting up that blind, the bird started to gobble again, probably no more than 50 yards into the woods. I quick threw up a hen decoy. I got set in there. I got my bow set up. I got my camera set up. I made one call. He responded real fast, real aggressive. I called back. He cut me off again. So then I shut up. He gobbled a few more times. I could tell he was coming toward me, and then he shut up. And I thought, I know why he shut up. He's somewhere looking at my decoy. I can't see him yet, but he sees my decoy. So I had the corner of the blind. I had the window unzipped so I could see around. I looked out to the right of me, and there he is, 15 yards away in full strut, all puffed up. And you know, talk about exciting. I thought, you know what, Avery? You've been hunting turkeys with that recurve for 6 weeks, and you're finally going to get a shot the second to last day at the end of the season. The bird, I see him the first time at 15 yards. He comes in and you saw the video, he comes in as close as 10 yards. But every time he's in the open, he's beyond the range of my crossbow. When he's within range, he's hiding behind those Christmas trees that I showed you. Never got a shot. Never got a shot. I had him at 10 yards for probably 10 minutes, never got a shot. I called him back in 45 minutes later, and he wouldn't commit. I knew he wasn't going to come into the decoys again. But talk about exciting. But what it did to me, it made me realize that maybe the recurve is not what I want to be hunting with come the fall season. I know that the harvest, the kill, is not the main part of the hunt. However, there was a time I was thinking, again, after hunting for 6 weeks, how rewarding it would be to take a turkey, to take that bird at the end of the season, and I couldn't do it because I had limited myself with the recurve. So I think I'm going to go back to the crossbow next year. And I'm actually very excited about it. Adam says, it sounds like an exciting season. Not always about the kill, but the experience you take part in. Absolutely, Adam. It was a wonderful season. Had I been hunting with a shotgun, I could have killed certainly 3 different birds, maybe 4. If I would have had a compound or a crossbow, I could have killed 3 of those birds, but I decided not to do that. I think I've got that out of my system. I think I'm going to go back to a crossbow because I want the option. I want the confidence. I want to know that when I let an arrow fly, I have a very good chance of making a quick, clean, humane killing shot on the animal. And I believe a crossbow will do that. Jason says, which crossbow will I use? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. If I can, I think I'd like to shoot a Darton just because I've always been a big Darton fan. I believe strongly in that Michigan-based company. Raven's out there. I know Tom Beecher from Raven when he was at Vanguard. Tom's a friend of mine. I think I could get just about any crossbow that I want to shoot, but I think I'd like to shoot a Darton. You're right. It's not about the kill, but the kill is part of it sometimes. You'll learn a lot every time you go out. And what I learned this last time, Ron, was I probably should have had a Jake decoy out with that hen. If I would have had a Jake out there, I believe that Tom, that Longbeard, that Strutter, that Gobbler would have come in after that Jake with a vengeance. I can't do things that way, Tim. I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. When I commit to something, I commit to it. If I tried to do half the season with a recurve and half with a crossbow, I would not have committed to either one. And it wouldn't be the way that I roll. Okay. What else is on my list here? If you have any questions or comments, make sure to post them here. I will try to respond if I can, if I see them for sure. All right. Let me go back to the rundown for this week's Outdoor Magazine radio show. By the way, my name is Mike Avery. This is Wednesday Night Live. We're here live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. On this week's Outdoor Magazine radio show that airs on more than 24 radio stations across Michigan, the podcast is available anywhere. You can find details at MikeAveryOutdoors.com. This weekend show kicks off with John Roby, charterfishingmackinac.com. He runs charter fishing trips for salmon and trout in the Straits of Mackinac. He trolls off Mackinac Island. He trolls underneath the Mackinac Bridge. He said the fishing has been very good. Then Bob Ransom of Primal Tree Stands joins me. We talk about that breeze blind. I'll come back to that in a minute. There is a way that you can save money. The Garmin so far is running great, Dave. I really like it over the Lowrance. Then Scott Hamlin of Boning Archery, celebrating their 75th anniversary. In hour number 2, we're talking about the muskie fishing season on Lake St. Clair that kicks off this weekend. Nick Green of MUCC. This week's Ask Avery segment deals with boat control when trolling. If I have time, I'll come back to that. Then outdoor writer and fishing educator Dave Rose in hour number 3 wraps it up with some inland fishing tips. And then, of course, wild game chef extraordinaire Dave Miner has another great recipe. If I remember right, I think it's fish this time. Okay, let me go back to that breeze blind. You know that if you go to the website, outdoorpregame.com, you can save a whole bunch of money on that. Here we go. On the Wraith 270 see-through blind. Okay. But what you might not know is if you go to outdoorpregame.com, and this is the breeze right here. It's got these vents down here that you can open up to let some ventilation in. The roof is 2-tiered. Underneath it's mesh. On top is a waterproof cover. So you get ventilation. Again, this is outdoorpregame.com. Look at the price right here. $245. If you use the promo code Mike20 and apply it, the price drops to $180. You thought all I was going to do was give you deals on the Wraith 270, the see-through ground blind that I love so much. This breeze is really a nice blind. And you can get this at outdoorpregame.com. Save a bunch of money. Use the promo code Mike20. You can also use the promo code. Awesome pontoon last week. Hey, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Next Wednesday night, a week from tonight, weather permitting, we will be live on Saginaw Bay fishing with Brad Dupuis of Apex Marine. He'll show you how to run spoons behind jet divers for walleye. Good evening, Danny. How are you? Nice to have you along with us. My nephew went to Harbor Beach, 12 Lakers, 3 steelhead on the water. Great day on the water. Thank you, Mad Jack. Appreciate that. Will I ever deer hunt from an elevated blind? Absolutely. I hunted several times last year from a primal ladder stand. You bet I do. Anthony says, Tony says, good luck in the skinny water tomorrow, Captain Mike. I'm probably not going to fish the skinny water tomorrow, Tony. Probably not. It's been so slow, as you know, that I will probably just run out to deeper water. Hey, Bob, how are you? Nice to have you along with us. Love that beard, dude. We're going after Lakers from Leland this weekend. Anytime you fish out of Leland, Leland is just a beautiful port to fish out of. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Okay, so outdoorpregame.com. Use the promo code Mike20. Speaking of promo codes, if you go to that same website I showed you before, michiganbrand.net, and use the promo code Mike21, you can get a big discount on everything on the Michigan Brand website. michiganbrand.net. Use the promo code Mike21, and you can get a discount using that promo code. They'll ship it anywhere, and it'll be a good way for you to check out their products if you don't have a local retail location next to me. How are the primal ladder stands looking to get? How are they looking to get a new one for the season? Adam, I'll tell you this. I work with Primal, so take this with a grain of salt, but I'm going to tell you what I consider to be the honest truth. They have a jaw and truss system on their ladder stands, which is second to none. It locks into the tree. It makes it very stable. It allows you to hook up the ladder stand to a tree that's not necessarily straight, because there's no brace, there's no bar that goes from the stand back to the tree. It's all internal. It's in this truss system. I think they're the most stable and probably quiet ladder stands I've ever used. I would encourage you, Adam, to look at one. Check them out. Even if you decide not to get one, they are certainly worth taking a look at. You're going to try the skinny water in the next couple of days. I'm fishing with my buddy Tony, and Tony's also a skinny water freak. We may go one pass through there just to say that we did it. But I got a feeling we're going to end up in 20 to 24 feet of water. How tall? I think the one I hunt out, I see it. They've got 18s, 20s, and 22s. I like to hunt out of the 18-footer. Jason, who's hunted with it, out of him, said that jaw system is a real game changer, and it's real safe to set up. My son James and I were setting up some stands last fall, and he said, man, I got to tell you, he said, this is the most solid stand I've ever seen. So yes. And I don't remember, let's take a look here. I don't remember. Let's go back to Outdoor Pregame and see if, okay, that's the let's go back to, no, none of the, all right, I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. Okay. Let me stop my screen here. Right now, everything on outdoorpregame.com, or everything on outdoorpregame.com. If you use the promo code Mike20, you can save some money on it. There is talk of moving these all over to primaltreestands.com and making that promo code available for everything on the website. I may be talking a little bit out of school here, and if so, I apologize. Don't try to get that deal yet, because it's not in existence as far as I know, but keep it in the back of your mind. I will let you know if that happens. Adam says, yep, that would be him too, 18 feet. Good evening, Greg. How are you? Nice to have you along with us. Where do you get the stands? You can get them on the website. You can get them at Northwoods here in Michigan. And I'll have to do some more investigation on that. What they really want to do is they want to push them through the website, but there are some retailers, including Northwoods. I wish they were at Jay's. I wish I could send you to Jay's, but they don't have them. Okay. I told you next Wednesday night, we're going to be live, weather permitting, on Saginaw Bay with Brad Dupuis of Apex Marine. He's Mr. Angler Quest. He's an expert when it comes to trolling spoons for walleye behind jet divers. If the weather will let us, if the wind will let us, we'll be out there that night. I will ask Brad to show us how he fishes for walleye using spoons. It'll be a very fun and very informative Wednesday night live. Again, if Mother Nature cooperates. Some thoughts on the new Angler Quest. That 300-horse Merc is an absolute beast. That thing is a brute. Yet, using troll control, you can troll down to 550 RPMs. With a 300-horse outboard, 550 RPMs, it runs smooth as can be. I do like the Garmin electronics so far. I like them because they're easy to use. They are responsive. They haven't locked up on me. They haven't gone wonky on me like my Lowrances did. Of the 5 Lowrance units I had, or the 4 that I had problems with probably 3/4 of them. They weren't responsive to my touch. This Garmin, you touch the screen and it responds. The Lowrance units were not responsive to my touch. I had problems with them just plain dying or having the screen become unusable with all kinds of weird vertical glitches. I have not been impressed with Lowrance electronics. Now, having said that, I think it's probably a pretty safe bet. I will never have an advertising agreement with Lowrance electronics, even if I wanted to, because they don't want me. But you know what? I don't want to work with a company that I don't believe in their products. And that's why I'm kind of hoping I'll end up shooting a Darton this fall, a Darton crossbow, because I believe in Darton products. Oh, what else, my friends? Crawlers. I made the threat this morning on the radio show. I recorded the radio show for Saturday. I made the threat that if the fishing on Saginaw Bay did not pick up, that I might be out there running night crawlers. And you know how much I hate the thought of that. It looks like I'm not going to have to. Even though my skinny water is very, very slow, they're getting fish right now in the deeper water, and they're getting them on metal and plastic, which means spoons and body baits, i.e., in my case, number 7 flicker shads. I did record an interesting offshore tackle podcast today with Mark Romanek, and we talked extensively about trolling and some of the finer points of trolling. And I'll tell you this, if you are a troller, I strongly recommend you download the Precision Trolling app. When it was in print, we called it the Troller's Bible. It tells you how deep your lures are running. And this time around, we talked about, hopefully when you get into your crossbow buying, I hope you can share the results online on Facebook. Hey, Lyle, I share everything. So you can count on that. A little worm guts is good for you. I think you meant guts. A little worm guts is good for you. Not on the Angler Quest. I told my friend Tony, I said, if you happen to sneak some crawlers on the Angler Quest, number 1, don't tell me about it. And number 2, make darn sure they are clean. Craig says, marking a ton of fish yesterday on the west side of the channel from the spark plug out to deep water. But the question was, Craig, could you get them to go? Did you mark them and not get them to go, or did you get them to go? Dad has a book with the depth differences for speed depending on baits. That would probably be Precision Trolling. And one of the things that Mark and I talked about today on the Offshore podcast was the 50 plus 2 method. You got 2. Well, that's 2 more than I got yesterday, Craig. Of course, I wasn't fishing. 50 plus 2 method for crankbaits, meaning you let out 50 feet of line and then you put a 2-ounce snap weight on. And I didn't even know this. As much as I run the Precision Trolling app, for example, and I wish I would, I can't show you because the app is on my phone, not on my laptop. As much as I run the Precision Trolling app, I didn't even realize this. I knew you had the option to number one, dial in the depth and the speed and the lead length, right? I knew that. I also knew that you could change the fishing line, your trolling line. I knew you could change from like 10-pound XT to a braided line or whatever. I didn't realize that you could also, that lead core's in there, that you could do the 50-50 method, that you could do the 50+2, meaning if I want to get a certain depth on a number 7 flicker shad, it tells me let out 50 feet of line, click on a number 2, a 2-ounce snap weight, and then let out a total of say 100 feet or whatever the number is, and it'll get you to a specific depth, and it'll get you a lot deeper, obviously, than the crankbait on its own. If you are a troller, I would really recommend, hey, Skinny, how are you? I would really recommend that you get the Precision Trolling app and check it out. And also that you listen to the Offshore podcast. I will not have it uploaded tomorrow because I'm fishing tomorrow. It's my goal to have it uploaded on Friday. Check it out. Don he's late because he was out planting trees for deer. Well, that's an honorable thing to do, Don. What were you planting? I bet it wasn't autumn olive. And isn't it interesting that for many, many years, the deer biologist, the wildlife biologist, and the DNR said plant autumn olives for whitetail habitat. And now they're saying if you have autumn olives, burn the darn things because they're not good for whitetail habitat. The fish must know I'm coming to get them. Well, I don't know about that, but I'm coming to get them. Again, congratulations to Adam and Ron on winning the Michigan Brand Hunters Pack. If you have not done so, please send me a private message here on the page with your mailing address, or when Nick was on here, send it directly to him. We'll get those products out to you as soon as possible. Chestnuts and persimmons. Huh. I wouldn't have thought of that. DNR still looking for the shooter of an albino deer that was left dead. Anyone that does that is a backslider. Anyone who poaches wildlife is a dirtbag. But I'm going to say something that might get people riled up. I'm not any more upset about somebody killing that albino deer than I am if they killed any other deer. To me, it doesn't matter. An albino is a genetic mutation. Does that make it a special deer? I guess. But again, to me, no more special than any other deer. So the news media jumped on this concept of, oh no, they shot an albino deer with a crossbow. Now, what does it matter if they shot it with a crossbow? It's that kind of anti-crossbow sentiment that non-hunters buy into that drives me crazy. Chestnuts and venison roasting on a fire. That's a good one, Richard. Wrong is wrong. Amen. So yeah, but I found in my years working with the DNR that if somebody is a poacher, if somebody is a violator, they're just a dirtbag to begin with. Often the poachers are into theft. They're into drugs. They're into any other criminal activity because a criminal is a criminal is a criminal. They're dirtbags. They're poachers. I'm going to wrap this up a little bit early. I hear my wife, Denise, walking around upstairs. My granddaughter, Addison, has a band concert tonight that I'm going to go to. And we're going to leave here as soon as I get done. So I think we're going to wrap this up. The website, MikeAveryOutdoors.com. You can always reach me via email, Mike at Mike Avery. All right, here's Chris. I got to say hi to Chris before we go. Chris Durson is the man behind Rapid River Knives, RapidRiverKnifeWorks.us, RapidRiverKnifeWorks.us. Nick Grillo of Michigan Brand, who was on earlier with me, and I were talking about this. I talked about it on the radio show this week. If you are going to carry a knife, and don't we all, okay? I have a knife in my pocket right now. It's not a Rapid River knife. Hopefully, Chris, it will be soon. But why not carry a Michigan-made knife? And I strongly recommend Rapid River. Go to the website, Rapid River Knife Works, or better yet, go to their showroom in Rapid River. It's a beautiful place, and you can buy Michigan brand meat products there as well. Rapid River is a company I've been wanting to work with for a while, so I was very, very glad to get Chris on board. All right, I got to go to the granddaughters Addison's band concert. I will wish you guys a good night. Wish me luck on the water tomorrow, by the way. I'll let you know how we do. We're walleye fishing on Saginaw Bay aboard the Angler Quest. I will I'll be posting some pictures and some video. I'll let you know how we do. Again, the website, MikeAveryOutdoors.com. You can always reach me via email, Mike@MikeAveryOutdoors.com. Please remember to check out the ad partners I was working with tonight. Michigan Brand Meats, Primal Tree Stands, Rapid River Knife Works, and of course, all the other companies that I partner with. I partner with them because I believe in them. I strongly encourage you to check them out. I would not promote them. I would not endorse them if I didn't believe in them myself. Have a good night, my friends. Thanks for joining me on this edition of